That's okay. I'm not gonna be on screen much either.
Okay.
Here we go. No, I don't want to go. Where is it going? Okay. All right, cool.
This is what I did earlier when I was testing it all out.
Oh, how beautiful.
Thanks. I got a glare from something here.
I don't know why it always says week 3.
Must be overhead light. Turn that
This is
off.
week 5. Okay.
That's better.
Okay, we're live, it looks like.
Okay, should I check us on my camera or my phone?
Sure, if you don't mind, just and for anyone watching, I want to give everyone a chance to join in. Hello, I'm going to type in the comments, so let us know in the chat if you're here and right before we get started.
Oh, Laurie Williams live.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to week 5 of the Alcohol Inc. Art Journal Challenge. This morning I have Terry Jones and Corrine Carpino helping me and demonstrating with me. Today's prompt is called Moonlit Dreams. And the prompt is depict a full moon over a quiet, mystical landscape. Use cool tones like silver, blues, and purples to create a serene nighttime mood. Okay, so to prepare for today so that I didn't come in completely, blinded, I did some AI generations using the exact prompt that is in the journal challenge. And actually, Terry has some up on the screen there that it generated. I also printed one out that I'm going to use as kind of my guide. But the process of journaling is to just go with the flow, and we're going to be using cool tones, and the focus of this is moonlit dreams. So whatever that means to you, for us, we printed out photos with the big moon in it. So that's what we're going to do today. I feel like a pretty quick and good subject matter to cover. So welcome, Terry. Welcome, Corrine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
And in the chat already, we have a few people. Maxine, Deborah, Adele, and Trudy. Good morning. Welcome. Thanks for showing up and being here. And feel free to ask questions during the process. I'll turn around and check the chat periodically as well to see if there's any questions or anything as we move forward. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let me just switch my camera down to my workspace. So one of the things that we're working on today is let me turn the lights on. All right, good. So we're working in our journals today, and we've been, over the last 5 weeks or so, we've talked about a bunch of different options for the journals. And today we're working in the graphics mixed media journal. So this is something by Graphics, and it's a disc journal. So we talked about this in our first week. The disc journal is a mixed media journal that you can get from Graphics. When this replays over, I'll put the link in the description. But it is basically a journal that has discs, and you can add pages to it. So you can use any sort of substrate to build out your journal. Graphics has this really nice little kit that has several pages with a bunch of different substrates on it. And today I'm going to be working on the Graphics Dura Bright, but you can see they have some Dura Black, some Duralar, looks like some clear. What do they call this? Their clear? Is it craft plastic?
No, they call it Duralar clear.
Oh, it's Duralar clear. Okay, good.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's right here on the thing. Duh. There's clear Duralar, there's matte Duralar, wet medium Duralar, opaque white Durabright. That's the craft, also called craft plastic.
Yes.
Opaque black Durabright, a natural chipboard. So if you look here, the natural chipboard is can be your cover and covers. So, the way it works is when you're done creating, you just add your piece in and into your journal, so you can build up. The beauty of that with alcohol ink is as if you guys have seen my journal from last week is, it's right here. Let me show you what's happening to my pages. I don't let it bother me, but sometimes the ink, sticks and does these things. And if you don't let it dry and you get stained pages and stuff, that's okay. That's okay. But with this, you don't deal with that. Basically, you just take the piece, work on it, and then later you add it to the journal. So that's what we're working in today. And it just so happened that Corinne had one instead of Terry. So we're all working
Yeah.
same journal today.
So Lori,
Yes.
so we're working in a journal at 6x6 today. And as I was going through my supplies, I also realized that Graphics makes one of these journals in a 6x9.
Oh, I don't have that
So
one.
I think they had sent it to me, I believe. So I believe they still make this size too. So it's nice we have a choice on what size you want to work on.
Right. It's really nice. And one of our favorite papers to work on is this Durabright. I love it. It wipes, it cleans to white. It's just been versatile and it works perfect for alcohol ink. So
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that, Corinne. I don't have the 6x9, but and so the one that we're working on today is the 6x6. Okay, so here is what I printed out that I'm gonna use as my kind of inspiration for today. And it looks like Terry, you printed out a few. I love the way you have them on the screen because mine's not gonna be on my screen the whole time.
Yeah, and I'm going to just choose one. If you've printed out that one, if you're doing that one, I will choose another one. But I'm really waiting a little bit on color. So I'm trying to, I don't know. I love this really subtle color here, but I love this one. So I'm not quite sure. I'm going to see.
Well, it's something I always do a lot of colors. I wanted to try something a little more,
Yeah.
not monochromatic, but not as colorful.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try this one here. I love the little hints of green, and I always do blue and purple. So I'm going to challenge myself to do the green. So we'll see. So I'm clearing my plate a little bit here. And I'm going to make these look like the Rockies. I'm going to make mine look more like the Smokies.
I was about to say, mine's more Smoky Mountain, I think.
Yes, yours is much more Smoky Mountain.
Okay.
So I'm going to use the pictures for inspiration, and not try to paint one exactly. And I'm going to use snow cap as well, and some canned air, and see if
Ooh.
I can't get a very flowy kind of moonlit ground with probably some hills in it. And I too am going to use blues, maybe a little bit of black, and eggplant as my purple.
Oh, that's
So
good.
we'll see where it goes. I'll do something different and abstract.
Now
Yes.
I wish I'd pulled my eggplant out. Oh well.
I have my eggplant out.
All right, I think that I'm gonna start at the top with a little bit of sailboat blue and a lot more cloudy blue.
Okay, and I am going to.
And I'll light up my colors. And at the bottom, I'm gonna do a little bit of indigo and maybe tiny bit of purple. Just a drop of purple, or the indigo is so strong. I'm
I'm going to start by wetting my paper with, I use a solution of 50, I don't know why, I just like it here in Florida, 50% blending solution and 50%, 99% alcohol.
Wow.
It helps a little bit with the humidity here.
That's actually a really good idea. I never considered doing that.
And if I use the blending solution full strength, sometimes things just get tacky. So
Yeah,
today,
that's why I actually stay away from it for this.
yeah,
Right,
today is very
yeah.
humid, so we'll see how this goes.
Well, and I'm going to use moss. I wet it a little bit. I'm going to use some moss. I'm going to use some cloudy blue. And did I mess up and not bring it? Moss and cloud. Oh, there's some cloudy blue and some cool Perry. I'm going to use more cloudy blue down. Oh, and I might use some purple twilight. So I'm doing all of this, but I'm trying to get this really loose too, Corrine. And I have my canned air somewhere, I thought. Yeah, here it is. And that's one of the things that I had thought of doing is to see what would happen if I took some canned air.
I was gonna
Okay.
use my swizzle stick, and then I realized I better wipe it off, because who knows what color's on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. And I'm going to run stuff a little bit more than I normally do. So I'm going to
Turn it off here a little bit.
see what happens.
I'll put some snow cap on here and everything is good and wet. And
Well, I have no idea what I'm
top, I'll try to put some pitch black. A little bit. I think I'm gonna save my eggplant for my mountains.
Wow, this canned air is being a little too dramatic for me. But then again, I'm never married. You know what? That's old canned air. I don't know. It's like really
Does it
freezing.
go bad?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just very weird. So I'm not really loving it. But I'm going to go back and play a little more. You know, this is what I love about alcohol inks is if you're not really loving it, that's okay. You can go back and change your mind and it'll be what it's going to be. And I can throw some color in and just let it do its little very settling out thing. I've never been really great with canned air. I am much better with the straw, which is what I think I'm going to kind of go for next because I'm just not really good with the canned air. I might try some of this flannel. We'll see what happens there. And do my straw a little more. My intention is to get it really light. Oh, yours is just so luscious and dark, Corrine.
Well, it's the lighting too. It's showing up a lot darker on my
Oh.
computer when I look at the picture than it is. But I've got blacks and I've got denim up in here. I'm trying to leave a space where my moon is going to be.
Yeah,
Right.
And as this dries a little bit, it is getting thicker.
I'm trying to get this to kind of be very light in my beginning, but it's too light now. So I'm gonna go a little more with this and a little more with this. Do I have a? I want this to be very fluid. I don't want to get really stuck with too much. Love the colors that are happening down here in the bottom. Not that happy about the sky, but hey. We will see.
I'm trying to do what's hard to do, and that's blend up the sky a little bit, kind of
Right,
separate.
that's what I'm trying to do. And
So
my,
I have a little bit of shell pink, a little bit of slate, and then the blues, the deep blues. And I'm gonna turn this while it's still a little bit wet into like a range of mountains here against that way.
I think I'm going to go back with my, what do I have a, there we go. Okay, think I'm going to get the sky and just start to see what happens if I pounce it.
I think I need a little bit of purple in mine.
I don't know why mine is like really weird. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but one of my colors could be that I used cloudy blue from like 2019 or something, but that could have been it. I couldn't find cloudy blue, so I got this old bottle of it. But
It's so funny because I had to go and like search through on mine too for the cloudy blue. I must be using it a lot.
I know, and I found this really old bottle of it, and it's probably not exactly what I wanted. What color do I have here? Let's see if I can bring in some color.
All kinds of colors coming out of this black.
Yeah, that might be an idea of putting a little bit of black in and getting the
So I'm
color.
getting some brownish orange coming out of it and some blue coming out of it. Okay, let's see what I can do for some mountains or hills or something. So still wet.
Yeah, you're very abstract. I like that. Oh, that didn't work.
You know, I have to admit, I teach all this representational painting, but when I sit and do my journal, I just love to do abstract. I
Yeah.
just kind
Yeah,
of
me
see
too.
where my painting takes me
Right,
and kind of
yeah.
just let things flow and get in my little zone.
And you learn, that's for me, that's how
Right.
you learn like different techniques,
Right.
just exploring.
Okay. And
Good. Like my mental health thing. Just explore.
uh-huh. Yeah. Let's just relax and just let it happen.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have no idea what's happening, but this is more interesting. And I don't think I successfully got my color combination going, but I'm happy with what I've got going. So I'm going to come down a little more like this. Woo! And I'm going to. So sometimes I just change my mind and start going with the painting. I made the mistake of I didn't mean to put my sun right here in the center, and it's just
I didn't want that.
not undoing. So I'm gonna have to let it be in the center. Actually, it's a little left of center. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of denim. There's my denim. Monsoon. Maybe monsoon. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to just
So I have a question for people watching. We have all three of us on the screen. Are you guys able to see that okay? Or should I rotate between us? Just let me know.
wonder if I should try to go a little closer to mine. There we go.
Those are so pretty.
It is really pretty. I'm not sure what I'm doing with it, but I really love it. You know, that is the one magic with alcohol ink is that no matter what I do, it's not going to be what I think it's going to be.
Yeah,
So,
you can't totally.
so I love this kind of mountainy background that's really hidden, foggy, like the Smoky Mountains. And I think I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to try to go with another. I really want to put bling in it.
You want to put what?
Bling in it. I want to bling it
Bling?
a little bit. Yeah, I want to put something. This is much warmer than I thought I was going, but okay. it got a lot warmer, but it feels serene to me. So where's my denim? Yeah, I don't know whether I could put. See, an alloy ends up being kind of like a mixative.
Right.
It ends up, I don't know whether, I don't know,
Well, you can't you can't
reconstituted.
yeah, I guess
Well,
that's the
yeah, a little bit, but it has to go in with
Something.
something, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times okay, I'm just gonna make some mountains here. Like there's fog. I'm trying to see if I can get some like fog in the mountains too. And another whole layer of mountains. And then let me see about, I don't know what's happening with this is gorgeous, but I don't know what's happening with with what I intended to do, but hey, it's
That's funny.
it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Look at
It
this
sure is.
lake here. I'm gonna have a lake here, I think, and then I'm gonna have another hill closer. And let's see if I can get some fog going. And then I might let's see. Closer mountains. No, let's go with the monsoon. Ooh, oops. The one thing I have when I'm doing this, when I'm doing the uh, pouring, I have to remember that it's got the little nibs in here, or I end up just kind of. Well, actually, I really like this. It's just foggy, smoky mountains. Just lots of this stuff here. I don't know. I might be done. I don't know. It's kind of fun there. The only thing I don't like is right there. And so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about. And I really wanted to put I could put a dark tree up there and then that solves my problem, right? So one of the other things that I always do with this stuff is realize that when I have a problem, alcoholing, you can always change your mind with alcoholing.
Yep.
Great, yours is beautiful. Yours
Thank
is
you.
just lovely.
I'm in a zone, you know?
I know. I am looking for wilderness. You have a color called wilderness, which is a very deep greenish color. One of the new colors. I thought I pulled it out. Mushroom won't work, I don't think. No. Pearl. Ooh, wow, maybe I'll do denim. I think I'll stick with denim. Okay, so I'm gonna put a very dark fill here. Maybe more lighter.
Everybody's so quiet now.
I know, we are just so
We're really focused.
we are very focused. So
Okay. All right.
I've got this tree here and it's not a white tree. It's dark. I'm going to put a very dark tree right up through here. And it's big. It's on top of this hill. And I am going to, I may end up doing something interesting with something broken. Ooh, I've been getting very into these dominant trees.
Is there a message there?
I don't know. I have no idea, but the last thing I did a whole bunch of trees, didn't
Yeah, I
I?
saw that.
Yeah, I just got into and not white trees, black trees, and thick trees and something, but they're bare, so they have to, I'm not quite sure what they're waiting for, whether they're waiting for something or whether there's just, maybe I'm gonna put a heart in this tree. Just a very tiny heart.
All right, so I am going to veer off into a little mixed media. And I'm using acrylic ink and canned air. And I'm gonna blow out some funky trees.
Well, Reed,
Wow,
impressive. That is so awesome.
very nice. I like your funky tree.
I it depends on I pick it up with a little I don't know what you call these things. Stylus.
I
Yeah,
call them
stylus,
dotting tools.
right,
Yeah, so they
stylus.
have dotting tools. They have different size ends on them. And so the smaller the end, the less ink. And it's amazing. It's just a little teeny tiny dot of ink. And of course, we've all seen is it Lonnie Semino
Yeah,
do this with she uses a compressor, but my husband's using my compressor right now, so it's in the garage
I
for
love
his
it when
art
our
pro.
husbands use our tools.
Well,
I
yeah,
know.
we have to share tools for our art projects. Yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
So the canned air works as long as you control what's coming out of the can here. Where am I going with this? I think maybe one over here and one down there.
That's very cool.
It is cool. It takes a little while to get the hang of it. And they don't always come out great. So it's always a challenge to try to get
I
it to blow in
love
the
mixing
direction
my
you want.
acrylic inks.
They are fun.
Aren't they? I'm so addicted to them.
You don't think. Have you
You know, it's
Gary?
they're fun because they you know, somewhat like watercolor. I mean, you can just they did great abstracts.
They do. They do very great abstract.
I think we'll put a tree down.
Okay. And do
Here
I
is if
want any?
we're following that path. Here, that one didn't come out great, but I'll do something with it. Okay. And my layer underneath, even though I used the dryer, wasn't quite dry, so I just blew through a layer. So I've got to be careful. Usually I let the painting dry for quite a while before I'll try this on top of the
Uh-oh. So
snow
now
cap.
this is why I try to do that I do journals, is I find out where I make my mistakes all the time.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's practice.
It is, it's practice. But I'm having, so now I made a little oops, and so now I'm exploring other ways to.
Okay, so now I have to get my moon in.
I know I haven't even started on the main thing yet. I'm just enjoying this whole process so
I
much.
know, it's so much fun. Do I want a silver moon or a white moon?
All
Yeah,
right.
that's kind of where I'm at. I'm thinking of
Maybe white with some silver in it.
Mm.
What are you thinking, Terry?
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I'm wondering if the problem with alloy is I can't do the alloy and just let it sit there. So I'd have to do
You
something
need
different.
silver mixative.
The silver mixative to me goes too dark.
Yeah,
That is, I've never
let's see.
been happy with the silver mixative. Either one, whether it's pinata or
Yeah, they just kind of sit there.
they don't silver. So I am going to do some mist rising here in my
All right, let's see if I can get this to
now.
go in a circle.
So I like that. I've decided I'm not doing the water through way like Laurie's doing, but I might do some close mist rising.
Maybe I can get
How it
some of the,
happens.
let's see if I can get some of that blue to lift up out of the back and pull it through that moon.
Ah, would be good.
Let's see, my moon's here. And my little plant, my tree is coming in front of it. I don't want to fuss with it too much. I don't want to lose what I have, but
Right, that's where I'm doing too, but I'm working on the Smoky Mountain mists.
let me get some of this color on my little dental tool and pull it through.
Ooh,
There
that's
we
a
go.
good idea.
Yeah, I just put a little from the bottle on the dental tool.
Well, you use the
I put snow cap. I don't know if you can
yeah, you
see
put
it.
snow
Sorry,
cap
I put
in.
snow
Yeah.
cap down and I dropped it. After I dropped that in, I dropped a couple of drops of solution and let the whole thing spread out in a circle. And now I'll just try to get the shadow in there. Little face of a moon.
And I'm just gonna
And try to get it to move a little bit so it looks natural.
I'm trying to put it in with a little bit of
And actually, there's a little more snow cap right here.
so what did I put there that was that must be the pitch black. Huh.
So I just dropped a drop of alcohol
Oh.
and then I used my
Ah,
blower very, very lightly to make it spread. And now
Oh,
it's
that's
fantastic.
and I'm just scribbling on the bottom of mine just to give it some texture and probably putting some finer. Well, and then I can kill more Sharpies than anybody in the world. I really believe that.
well, they don't really like going on top of the ink sometimes.
Yeah,
You
and
just have to clean the tips off.
right. Well, and I know that they don't like it. They don't like to end up with extra, it gets a little bit of the resin from the inks in it.
Yeah.
So it ends up being a bit problematic. But I'm trying to put some branches over my moon, just a few fine.
Okay, I have to dry my moon, so I'm gonna mute myself so you don't have to hear the dryer.
Thank you.
All right. If I could just get my moon perfectly round by freehand.
I never can do that. Work from the inside out is what I tell my students, but it's really not as simple as it seems. Okay, now trying to,
But I don't think it's gonna matter when I get my little tree coming over it and stuff.
yeah, that's what I'm doing is my little,
But I do love how this graphics cleans out to white.
yep. Okay, so I would love to figure out how to put just a little bit. Well, I think I might even be done. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, Terry, you're already done.
Yeah, I think you're
You
done.
do so
I
much
am
faster than
done.
me. Gosh.
I love yours, Corinne. I
Oh,
love the
thanks.
flow.
I do too. That is
So
just
this is another one I did earlier.
Mm-hmm. I love
So think this kind
I
of
think it's
complements
that
it.
it's the blending solution in alcohol and how much you put down that got that it and you weren't afraid to go bold with the colors either.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
And
And
you're
my,
more
Yeah.
patient than me. Like I had to manipulate mine where you just let it do.
yeah,
Well, I moved it around. I didn't really blow it too much with the canned air, but I kind of rocked it and let it move on its own.
Mm-hmm.
But I did know I wanted this white to come down through, and so
yeah,
I would have liked maybe a little bit darker around this side of the moon, but I had to go with what it gave me.
Yep.
yep,
Like this one ends up with that darkness around the side that I really like.
yeah. Both of them are fabulous, and I
Well,
love.
thank you.
And I just was trying to get a little bit of the feeling of the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, I think you did get that feeling.
Yep, that's all that I was trying to do.
And I like the color you got in the sky.
Yeah, that was moss and cloudy blue
That's
with,
pretty amazing that gave you that.
yeah, moss and cloudy blue with, and then a little bit of, I think it was eggplant and cool berry around the edges. So,
Ah, okay. Yeah, that looks great.
yeah, I love what happened right through here. I love,
Mm-hmm.
that was just unintentional. I thought I was making mountains and it made whatever. And it is mountains back there, but they're foggy. They're foggy mountains.
Which is what you wanted, right?
Yeah, that's what I wanted. So, if I do not have a pen here, but if I had a silver, I always have it in the wrong place. I might consider putting a silver pen, just doing a little bit of silver on the tree,
Oh, yeah.
but I don't seem to have one here. Everything's always in the other studio, which is not good. But
Yeah, I had gotten out the foundry, but then I was like, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with it. So,
yeah, that's the same thing I have. I also
oh,
have these weird inks that are supposed to be, I don't know. This is all an experiment, huh?
oh, do you have any of those chiffon inks from Irby?
No, I don't. I have these, I bought,
They're metallic. I have some that I bought a long time ago. They're fun.
yeah, I found a silver, the silver glitter, but I'm afraid to open it that I had bought from when I bought the stuff from Australia.
Uh-huh.
Not, no, the stuff from Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
And I decided
Kilty.
The Kelpies, yeah.
I didn't like them. They, basically they just used acetone instead of,
Yes, and then what happened to me, I don't even think they're still in business because I can't find them.
right.
Um, is I think because they used acetone, they just dried out. Some of them dried out right in the bottles.
Yeah, that's what happened with me
Because I
too.
went to use them going, oh, I haven't used these in a long time, and there was like nothing to use.
Yeah, yeah. And then somewhere along the line, I've got some mixed media silver, but that also is, I love the Lumiere, but oh, maybe I have some. Always looking for,
But the Lumiere, that's the acrylic paint.
yeah, that's
Oh,
an acrylic.
Deborah's here. Deborah, you should have joined us on next week. Maybe you can join us on screen with us.
Gonna have a whole pile of us doing it here.
Yeah. Oh, we're doing flowers next week?
Let me look at what the prompt is.
I think you have a bloom on there.
Okay. You got something,
Hopefully,
because that'd be great.
I have to think about that. I think I'll
Okay.
double check my schedule. I don't think I'm teaching next Friday.
Oh, okay.
I know I'm teaching Saturday, but I think I'm off on Friday, so I could
Grateful
Join.
petals. That's next week.
mm,
Create a simple flower that radiates gratitude. Focus on gentle flowing strokes, letting the ink create.
Oh, that sounds luscious.
ooh, it does. I'll have to play with that this week and see what I can come up with.
I need more light somehow in this, but I don't know.
Why do you think you need more light?
Well, I need light right here on the
Oh,
tree.
oh.
The tree just looks too dark.
Can you just
to me.
lift some ink off the left-hand
Well,
side
I
of the
was
tree?
trying that, and I think the issue is that I'm trying it with the wrong tool. I don't want it to become too.
Right. You have a dental tool?
I do somewhere.
Oh. Well,
That's,
that's it. The Fantastics looks like it's working.
yeah, I think it is working. It's doing what I want it to do. I just want a
Mhm.
little tiny bit of it off,
Yeah.
but not.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, it
Because
just
then you get the reflection of the moon on that side
of
of
the
the
moon
tree.
on that side of the tree.
Boy, I love how that moonlight reflects right down through those valleys.
Yeah, I like that.
That's beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
like how that worked so beautifully on yours, Lori. Okay, and then I can always use a brush here and kind of pull it back a little. I
Uh-huh.
think I like that. And then just kind of, so I've pulled off a little bit of it.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. That works. Just a little bit of getting a little bit of the dark out of there. Just a little.
Yeah,
So-
I would like branches over the front of my moon, but both of these paintings, the moon's way too wet. And if I try to blow, I'm just gonna
Right, yeah.
blow into that paint. So I'm gonna have to wait until they dry completely.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because I dried it with the hair dryer, but it's like nail polish. The
Yeah,
the outer little skim thing is dry, but underneath it's still wet.
yeah, it would take a while in order to get that to work for you.
Yes, I'd have to do it like
Oh.
tomorrow.
So, well, Lori, yours is absolutely gorgeous.
It is beautiful.
I
Thank you.
love it. It's fabulous.
Very simple.
Well, that's, oh, Poscapen.
Oh, that would work.
Yeah, looking again. Oh, I don't
Which
know.
studio are you in?
I'm in my home studio.
Okay,
And then I have everything at, I
the
wonder
other
if I can
studio.
get away with gold in here for a light source. I don't know. So cool. I want silver. Oh, wait a second. Ah, Alex Silver Lumiere. Let's
Cracking me up.
see what happens if I just throw a little tiny bit of silver in here. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh yeah. I love this is what I pull. I have it from I was pulling the gel plate prints from it
Mhm.
with it. And then it
Is that the silver paint you used in your demonstration with Lori on the gel
Yeah.
plate printing?
Yep. Yep. I love this. This pulls such a nice gel plate.
I have
Oh,
the gold. I have the gold, but not the silver. I'll have to get some silver.
yeah, I like the silver. I really, the silver, it's not too dark,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I like about it. And then when I get back to my studio, I think that what I will do then is I will just use a tiny, tiny bit. So I want to throw some silver shimmers in here too. I might use a tiny bit of silver from a pen, a silver pen to give just silvery branches, but I think I like that. There we go. That just gives it a little bit more depth. I think that'll work. Of course, now I've got to do something with this brush because I don't have water here. I only have alcohol.
Let's see.
Okay. Well, I like that dotting tool trick, Corinne.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty.
you know what's so funny? It's like when we
I-
paint together like this, I end up learning so much. I have to
Same
also-
here.
Yeah,
have to
it doesn't
figure
work
out-
with alcohol ink because alcohol ink dries too fast. So you have to, so I found I have to use acrylic ink. And if you watch any of Lonnie's YouTubes, I think that's how you say her name.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of them that she's done with this and an air compressor.
Who is that, Corinne?
Is it Lonnie Zamino? Lone Zamino?
Yeah, Loans Amino.
Lone.
No. Lori, that's a great Christmas card.
It is.
Oh, good idea.
You can print it and then send it off as a virtual Christmas card to all of your customers.
That's a great idea. I like it.
Yeah.
And I could just keep going, but
Yeah.
you know,
I know, that's why
Yeah.
I'm playing too, because I'm just sitting here.
I'm gonna call it done.
Yeah, I'm gonna call mine done too.
Yeah,
pretty-
mine too.
All
Yeah.
right. All right, so Deborah, make sure you show yours in the group. So Deborah was painting with us. I
Oh,
should have
good.
given
Oh,
her the
cool.
Zoom link so she could have been on camera with us. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining in and watching. Even if you watch this on the replay, make sure that you share in the communities on Facebook and Instagram your pictures. I'll highlight each of us real quick just to so everyone can see a close up. So this is Terry's. Oh, pretty
Yes,
Terry.
Susan.
It is gorgeous.
Thank you.
I love the silver you put in now that I can see it close up.
Yeah,
I
the
like
silver's
it a lot.
great.
It
Yeah.
is really super.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see now. Greens.
Corinne,
Wow.
I love your
I love the
flowiness.
drama.
You what?
I love the drama of it.
Yeah, it's hard to see it all with my camera. But they are pretty dramatic. They're really fun.
Yeah, wonderful. And you've really orbed your moon. Your moon is very moody. You got that.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are moody.
And I love how you use the canned air, the little sprigs that it creates.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love that. That's
Thanks.
great. Okay, so, and then if anybody wants to see mine up close.
Yes, please. Yes,
I do.
please.
I love yours.
Oh, it's
Very
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Oh,
Very beautiful.
just gorgeous.
Thank you. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. And I'm going to end the stream now, and we will see you guys next week, next Friday at 11. Actually, is next Friday? No, next Friday's not a Good Friday. A Flat
Yeah.
Friday. Good Friday.
Yeah,
I'm
it's not
really
Good Friday. I
around.
was going to
No,
tell
it's
you.
not Good Friday.
What was that, Terry?
Friday. It's Black Friday. It's
Black Friday, yeah. It's not next week though, is it? It's the, it's.
No,
It's,
No,
okay.
it's the next week.
Thanksgiving's not till the 28th, so Black Friday is the 29th.
29.
Okay, that's the Friday that we won't be doing it. But other than that, we'll be here Fridays at 11 a.m.
Okay,
So look forward to seeing you guys then. Goodbye.
bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.